What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for a new episode of Power. All right, this is Power season 6. Girl, what episode this is? Episode 9. It'll be in the title, in the thumbnail or whatever. What the title is, but. No, did I say season 6, episode 9? That's what it is. It's the one episode before the mid-season finale. Okay, so we didn't get an episode last week. Don't understand why. We getting 2 new episodes, and then next, like I said, next week is the mid-season finale, and I don't know when it's gonna come back. So 9 out of 10, it's not gonna come back probably till January, which is kind of because of the y'all know the holidays and stuff like that. But let's just get into this episode. So Tommy's coming down off of the fact that Lakeisha got killed, okay? And at this point, we don't know who did, well, he don't know who did it, and I'm like, did you find Tasha earring? Because Tasha did leave one of her earrings. Did the police dust for prints? Because obviously they have the body, which they, have made known, what that girl named, the annoying detective, what is her name? God damn, Blanca. Okay, she made that known to Tommy, but when the episode first comes on, we see Tommy and he's driving, and little Cash is in the backseat sleep. Okay, Tommy just got this blank expression on his face, like he's really pissed off. He's hurt and all that stuff. I can't feel bad. It is what it is at this point. Y'all can say, bitch, you insensitive as fuck. Fuck them, okay? Fuck them. Lakeisha had to go, okay? He's going to drop Cash off at his daddy house, all right? Kadeem. Bitch, played by Dr. Jackson Avery from Grey's Anatomy, aka Jesse Williams. Hold up. Okay. So when he pull out, and then all of a sudden when we finally see Jackson on here, or I should say Kadeem, the baby daddy, when we see him, he got all these tattoos on, he got his hair slicked down. I said, oh, you was losing an X curls solution and some brown gel trying to slick that shit up. Okay, I see what you trying to do, trying to look ethnic up in this bitch. But anyway, so he was like, yo, I can't believe Lakeisha gone, yo. You know who did this, yo? I said, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, I can't believe this shit happening, yo. This some fucked up shit. I said, Now, see, y'all could have got somebody better that was so much more believable to be like hardcore, a G, a gangster, a thug, or whatever. Jesse Williams is just not that, okay? Because all I see is Jackson Avery playing in his Halloween costume. That's all I see, okay? That's all I see right about now. Basically, he's, asking Tommy, thanking Tommy for bringing Cash over, asking him, what was going on. Do he know who did it? He was like, I don't know who did it, but I'm gonna find out and make sure I'm gonna make this right. And he was like, that's good. And I was sitting here like, no. Even when they tried to do the handshake and everything, I said he did that shit so weak or whatever. I said, nigga, you grew up around a whole bunch of white folks, and not nigga white folks like Tommy. You grew up around a whole bunch of white folks, okay? Proper, you guys high five. You know what I'm saying? You guys, give me. Okay? That's what y'all did. All right? I said, Jackson, you ain't playing nobody. Okay? You are not fooling nobody. You cannot act this out. I'm trying, y'all, but it's just blowing me. And it was just the first thing with him in it. Okay? Imagine him trying to do something for the rest of the episode. I haven't even got through it. Bitch, listen. So then he was like, is Cash gonna see you or whatever? And he was like, I really don't know at this point. So while he coming out doing what he gotta do, Tommy trying to get back to where he gotta go, of course Blanca come up and soon, what you gonna do about the fact that Lakeisha is dead? Okay, it was like, I don't give a listen. I didn't kill a bitch. Okay, I'm the one that you don't show no type of reaction to the fact that you're somebody that's supposed to be so close to you, that's your girlfriend, that she's dead or whatever. He was like, bitch, I'm the one that found the fucking body, but you didn't call it in. Okay, so what? But if you didn't kill him, he was like, all of a sudden, Lakeisha gets killed. And I'm pretty sure that Cash is the one that told you everything that was going on about what happened with Lakeisha getting pulled over and talking to the cops and stuff like that. Bitch, listen, Lakeisha wasn't finna snitch. I said, yes, she was, but then she changed her mind. So, Tommy, you a little on that. But, at the end of the day, leave it the fuck alone, because I didn't have no reason to kill her. She wasn't gonna snitch on me. Well, if you don't know who did it, if you wasn't the one that killed her, who did? Bitch, why don't you do your job and find the fuck out? That's basically what Tommy said. And she said, if you're gonna be doing all this, let us do our job. She was like, don't try to go after them or whoever it is, okay? I said, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Moving on from that, we see James, he up here looking at this space, okay? And the realtor's like, it's about to go up real quick. So if you're serious about this, let us know, because this is a hot commodity, a hot property, it's private, you don't have no neighbors on either side or whatever. He was like, this is something I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure, she was like, I'm fielding offers right now. He said, go ahead and put my bid in, because my offer gonna be the best offer that you get, and I'm gonna send you the money in the morning. I said, oh, people keep on thinking that this nigga broke. I said, bitch, where you getting this money from? Because y'all just shutting down money to buy properties left and right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so you turn back around and you got Ramona Garrity and Loretta, or whatever the fuck the other lady, the lady that was going against Tate, okay? She basically was like, listen, this is cool or whatever. I can see your future. And he was like, what this got to do with me? My future got to do with you talking and all this stuff. And Ramona talking about adaptation and all this shit. She's not running Tate campaign no more. She's over there running old girl campaign. And basically, old girl want James on her campaign to be the blackface, okay? So that, she can reel in the urban side of things, okay? That diversity factor, because she know that she can't win it in by herself. I said, girl, all right, if that's what you trying to do, that's what you gonna do. I said, James gonna do it. So, Tommy standing there looking at the ring or whatever that he brought Lakeisha and all that stuff, in his feelings or whatever. He mourning, he grieving, he don't know how to, but, he processing. And at the same time, he get a phone call from Ghost, okay? And so, he answers the phone. He really not saying nothing. I'm like, oh, what you about to do, Tommy? Tommy, please don't think that Ghost did this, because he didn't. I mean, Ghost adjacent did it, which is Tasha, okay? In this case. But, who would get access that quickly to her? Not Ghost, but Tasha. Who would be so sloppy? Tasha. But anyway, basically the reason why he trying to buy this building up is so that they can trap Jason and kill his ass. And he was like, did you do what you was supposed to do? Did you put the gun where you supposed to do? And he was like, yeah, I did. And he just so stone cold with it. He has no emotions when he responded back to Ghost or whatever. I don't know if Ghost can figure out that something is wrong, but it did take him a minute to respond back to him, okay? And then he was like, yeah, everything's good. It's in the elevator like you said. And then he was like, all right, cool. And then he was like, peace, brother. I said, oh, so y'all on that terms? I said, the wheels in Tommy's heads are circling, okay? And I'm pretty sure that he's the only one that is on his top suspect list as to who killed Lakeisha, who would want to kill Lakeisha. Because I'm pretty sure he thinking that Ghost did this to get back at him for killing Angela. And I was like, I understand that, but you're wrong, bruh. You're wrong, okay? But moving on from that, what winds up happening, Blanca finds Dre, okay? Dre gets in the car and was like, so what's going on? You're gonna give me some information about who killed Lakeisha? And was like, bitch, I don't know who. Wait, first of all, Lakeisha dead. Okay, second of all, I don't know who killed him, but it could have been somebody, and Tommy probably killed her, and if Tommy didn't do it, it could have been one of his boys or whatever, but I don't know shit, bitch. What are you talking about? You need to tell me where his warehouse is at. Bitch, I don't know where the fucking warehouse is, okay? Them motherfuckers tied me up and all this stuff and did this shit to me. Listen, right before he got out the car, he came back and he said, look, that tracker that you had on me, that little parole bracelet that you just showed me, they had tied my ass up and put me in the car and took me to the warehouse where all his drugs and stuff at. Get the fucking address from that, okay? And that's what Tommy be at, that's where the boys be at, that's where the drugs be at, bitch. You can find all that shit there, arrest their asses and do that shit and leave my family the fuck alone. And he was like, okay, if everything comes out right, he will be on the street bank tonight. I said, oh, you got big hopes, okay? You got big hopes, Blanca. At this time, Ghost go over there trying to talk to Jason to get him to be a silent partner on this building, okay? Trying to tell him to think fast. It's people about to snatch it up. I really need you to do this. I need you to go half and half with me and all this stuff. And Jason was like, look, bitch, I'll think about it. Meanwhile, Dre had called him trying to, get his little spot in. He was like, first of all, you didn't miss your opportunity, so no, okay? But he was like, listen, I got something for you. You talking about you need a distro or whatever, you gonna need a new distro for the simple fact that, Tommy about to get his ass arrested by the feds. And don't ask me how, just know that I got some people on the inside. I said, bitch, how? Because you's a fucking snitch. That's what it is, bitch. But anyway, okay. Jason was like, I'll call you back, and he was like, I'll be waiting for that call. I said, all right, Dre, you trying to set up for your future and you trying to set up for your death at the same time. But okay, because you fucking over everybody. Dre should have been dead, okay? And the fact that he's still breathing, you better thank heaven for that, okay? For real, for real. At this point, Tasha and Ghost was supposed to be going to Tate and Ramona. Ramona goes over there to Tate. Mind you, Ramona is working with Loretta. Okay, Loretta, whatever the fuck the bitch name is, and she basically is trying to she playing both sides. Okay, old girl had already said that she wanted James to be her lieutenant governor. She going over there talking to Tate, he trying to fill out, I guess he thinks that, she working with him still trying to get some information or whatever. But you could tell that she's more on James' side anyway, because when he asked her, do you know who she getting to be her lieutenant governor or whatever? And she was like, no, I don't. But that's a lie because we already know that she does. Okay. And at this point, he talked about something, yeah, we got to get James out. He's bad for business. He this, he that. Did he tell you where he was the night that he was supposed to meet up with the cameras and stuff like that? No, he didn't tell you. Okay, cool. That nigga got to go. And she was like, I agree. I was like, oh, okay. So you playing Tate. She playing Tate this whole time right about now. She said, fuck that nigga. She on James' side. But I'm going to let him think that I'm on his side, but I'm really on James St. Patrick's side, okay? Like I said, Ghost and Tasha was supposed to have this little parent-teacher conference or whatever with Tariq's school. And meeting up with the professor, not the professor, but the teacher that is going to be selling drugs for Tariq, the one that's in all the financial trouble. And at this point, he goes over there to the he goes over to the daycare, and Epiphany was there talking about some business is good and all this stuff, whatever, woo woo woo. Now see, James had me fucked up in this whole goddamn thing. And I'm gonna tell you why. James is a hypocrite. James is an asshole. And I'm Ghost/James, okay? Because both of them are showing their ugly heads. You are literally coming at this woman because she forgot and she cannot get out of doing what she got to do because she got to work at this daycare, whatever. She got a job to do, okay? And you get in your feelings and talking about something, since I guess I'll go since I'm the only one that care about him. And she was like, nigga, you just had a gun to his head, bitch. I'm always caring about him. You need to go do something for once, okay? Take your ass down there. He go down there talking to the teacher, whatever. Now, it was like a double entendre going on type of situation because the way that the teacher was talking about how much potential Tariq got, he got this, James found out that he got an after school job and it was working with Tasha, okay? He figured out, oh, if you're working at the daycare, you got to be running drugs or whatever because that's the only other thing that you could be doing. But the way that the teacher was propping Tariq up and everything, he could have been talking about him really just being a good student or whatever and being like his daddy, a good businessman or whatever. Or he can also be talking about the fact that, oh, he gonna be a good drug dealer, okay? It can be disguised either fucking way because they both apply. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, when he finds out that Tariq is working with Tasha, he gets in his feelings going over there to Tasha place. Mind you, Tasha come in like, nigga, how the fuck you get up in my house, okay? What is your fucking problem? This motherfucker, you got my son. What the fuck, Tasha? You got my son working at your motherfucking job. You got him dealing motherfucking drugs out your goddamn daycare. It was motherfucker this, fuck that. I said, damn. Okay, this is what we come to. All this vitriol is just a lie, And he had his goddamn nerves to be coming at her throat the way that he was coming at her throat because she's seeing what it is. Now, we all have an issue with the fact that, she said fuck this shit, Tariq gonna be what Tariq is, and ain't no stopping it at this point because he's not gonna be the good boy that we want him to be. Tariq is in this, so let me just guide him. That's one thing. And now you upset because you don't want to see that, and she's putting her foot down and helping him, and like this is my son too, and all this stuff, and you getting in your feelings or whatever, like you ain't done no dirty shit. And I'm just sitting here like, this is fucked up. The shit that he was talking to her like she won shit and like he was the best parent in the world. It was like, bitch, you just had a gun to him. You just said that he was your fucking enemy. me. What are you talking about? It was like, bitch, if you keep on playing, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna have the kids taken away from you, and I'm taking gas from your ass too. And she was like, bitch, you ain't gonna do shit. Okay, what you gonna do is you gonna sit there and you gonna let everything fucking ride. You wanna know why? Because if not, I'm gonna tell the fucking FBI that you had Terry Silver killed, and I know that you did it. And it was like, you ain't gonna say shit, bitch. Okay. Next thing you know, Ghost wound up grabbing on Tasha and hemmed her up on that damn refrigerator. And he was just straining so bad. And I was just sitting there like, oh my God, are we really doing this? Are we really doing this? And he said, yes, bitch, we really doing this. Okay, you ain't finna take shit. I said, oh no. I said, I'm pretty sure her arm was bruised the fuck up. I said, Jane, see, you done lost your fucking mind right in there. I was so, Tasha ain't one of my favorites. None of these bitches, none of my favorites. But at this point, I was over Ghost at this point. I was like, you know what? You are so hypocritical. And it's just disgusting at this point. Okay? Let me just tell y'all this. Pause for the cause. Okay? Please stop saying that. Because y'all acting dumb at this point. Please stop saying that Kanan is really Tariq's father. The writers have already said that that is not his father. Okay? And if you actually paid attention to the episode 2 weeks ago when Blanca found the DNA evidence, they literally said that 50% of that DNA was James St. Patrick. Whoever, that DNA, that 50% shared DNA with James St. Patrick. Okay. The only other person that was there that would have had the DNA at the Ray killing was Tyreek. So therefore, Tyreek is James' biological son. Can we, science has proved that, okay? So stop saying that he's probably Kanan's son. Unless they was getting dick. No, it's not gonna happen, okay? Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Had Tasha scared all up in the damn corner. I said, bitch. She was like, you already lost a son. And if something happens to Tariq, she said you already lost a child. If something happens to Tariq, that blood is going to be on your hand. I said, bitch, you put the child in danger too, okay? Way before she did. Girl, you are doing the most, James. So James, being a bitch nigga that he is, trying to still control Tasha like he did threaten her, say he'll get her business shut down or whatever. This motherfucker called the cops, FBI, whoever, anonymously, and then had them say basically that it's drugs. He believed that there's drugs being sold out of a daycare on gave the address. It was like, I witnessed it myself. It's my neighborhood, and I want to leave an anonymous tip. Okay, mind you, the next day, Tasha up here trying to go over the stuff at the daycare, make sure everything is all to the good. Epiphany come through. She looking like she got some good news. She in good spirit. Next thing you know, here come Blanca's ass, okay? Serving a search warrant to search her place and all this stuff. And, Tasha was like, bitch, damn well I ain't got no drugs and stuff up here. This is fucked up. I'm up here trying to just do a service to the community and all this shit. You being an asshole to me or whatever. This is messed up. And she was like, Miss St. Patrick. And she was like, bitch, you know my name, Green. I said, ooh. That did something. I said, okay, put him in line, Tosh. Put him in line. Girl, whatever. Of course they searched the place and it wasn't nothing in there. And at this point, Epiphany said, bitch, listen, I wasn't down for this, okay? This is not what I signed up for. The place getting too hot and I'm done. The girl's done. Everybody done, okay? I was prepared for this, okay? You was prepared for this, but I wasn't. So cut that shit, Tommy up there telling 2-Bit and them that he about to meet them at the warehouse. They're about to get some stuff from Jason because they need to do some stuff. 2-Bit asking about Ghost. He was like, why you keep on asking about Ghost? That nigga done, okay? He done. I'm sitting here like, no, Tommy. I mean, at this point, beat his ass, okay? Because Ghost needs somebody to really whoop his ass at this point. That's just for putting his hands on Tasha the way that he did that. I really wasn't here for that, and at the same time, I was like, y'all just need to fight it out or whatever. I don't really want them to kill each other. I just want them to really fight because it's deserved. Not that little play fight that they had at the beginning of the season. Fuck that. Okay, I want them to be bloodied, okay, after this. You know what I'm saying? But so they supposed to meet at the warehouse. Spanky and them, of course, 2-Bit and this other new dude that took over, oh boy, that Tommy killed, the little Hispanic guy, the Dominican dude, he like, how we gonna keep on working for this nigga? He don't even sound right and all that stuff. Now the whole time I'm sitting here listening to them talking about this shit about what's going on at the warehouse and where Tommy at and how he been acting funny and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, so y'all up in the warehouse and y'all don't know that Grim is gone yet. Did y'all discover his body yet? Like, is anybody gonna acknowledge that? It was just really weird. It's kind of confusing. I was wondering, Then the FBI comes in because Blanca told them at the daycare roll up on plan B, which is going ahead on the warehouse. And at this point, Tommy, before he can get into the warehouse, he's standing outside and he sees that, the warehouse is being seized, okay? Spank and Too Big, they noticed that Tommy is standing there watching, and they thinking that he set him up. And now Too Big, of course, he like, fuck this nigga, okay, fuck him, And now Tommy was like, this motherfucker. So I guess he think Ghost did this, okay. Once again, mind you, here come Dre talking to his new crew, talking about some, it gotta be loyalty, ain't no dry snitching. I said, bitch, you the motherfucker that's out here snitching, and you up here talking to them about dry snitching. That's all you've been doing since you got on this show, bitch. What are you talking about? It's about to be a lot of money to be had and stuff. I said, oh, okay. That's how you feel. Jason in the car with his dude, basically saying Tommy has been avoiding him. He got the intel about the warehouse that Dre told him, so it must be correct or whatever. He about to go meet up with what's his name? Ghost, okay? And he was like, he don't need no gun, he don't need no protection or whatever, because Ghost already told him it got security in the building. And dude was just trying to be consistent and trying to look out for him and was like, listen, just go ahead and take this weapon, okay? But of course he really doesn't. This scene, go back to the daycare. Okay, y'all tell me how y'all feel about this scene. This is when Tasha, she in the back doing her books. Why is the door still open or whatever that you just had your place raided? You know what I'm saying? People just readily coming in. I don't hear no kids in the background. Quincy then came in. Quentin then came in, and then he back there in your office or whatever. Girl, where's the precaution? Okay, do you have a camera up in there? It could have been anybody. Girl, he talking about something. What's going on? I heard some stuff that happened and that your place got raided. Is it your ex or whatever? It was like, who did that to you? Looking at her arm or whatever. Listen, I can't stop thinking about you and all this stuff. And I can take care of your ex or whatever. I mean, I don't even know the dude, but I can take care of that. You need me. She was like, listen, I want you, but I don't need your ass for shit. I said, let him know, Tasha, because baby, you talking big shit, and I probably would have fell for it too. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, no. No, you don't know. My nigga would take your ass out, but I got something for that ass on my own, okay? I can handle that shit. You can't, all right? I just want you to provide the dick. That's basically what Tasha really wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you getting yourself into something. But, the way that Quentin has came on and y'all has opened up my eyes to it, it's just like, is he for real, or is he playing? They in there kissing and shit. I was like, you might as well let that aggression out, okay? But Jason meet up with Ghost and trying to see what's going on with that. Jason tell him about Dre trying to have a little meeting, and then he was like, maybe I should give second chances. He was like, you should. Dre is cool or whatever, and if the shit don't work out, get rid of his ass, because that's what I would do. I was like, oh, okay. Mind you, let me just put this in. I got to interject one more time into the show because it's talking about this. Omari Hardrick and Tank. Let me ask y'all this question. Who bright idea was it for y'all to put Omari on Tank's album like that? Okay? Tank got a new album out called Elevation. And let me tell you something. If you into some freak nasty stuff, you looking for a little sex playlist, the whole album is good like that. Okay? It's nasty. I liked it. But, the first song, I'm going to just tell y'all, skip it. Skip it, because it's literally nothing but Omari Hardrick, aka Ghost, aka James St. Patrick, doing a damn near 4-minute spoken word about what I don't know, with no music playing in the background. And I said, this don't even go. What the hell? Don't do it again. Release the new copy and take that shit off. Take it off. Like, take it off now. So Ghost get Jason. They on the elevator. They talking about stuff, whatever. Next thing you know, you see Ghost bent down to try to tie his shoe. Okay, he ain't got no gun on him or whatever. But remember at the beginning, when he first called Tommy, Tommy was supposed to put the gun inside the elevator. He opened up the compartment and the gun is not there. At the same time, Jason gets a text from Tommy saying Ghost trying to kill you. Okay, so at this time, Ghost and Jason start fighting up in the elevator, and Jason pull out his watch, had like this string attached to it so he can choke him or whatever. So he was trying to do that to Ghost. Ghost overpowered him and Ghost strangled his ass, okay, and killed Jason. I was like, okay, well, one down, something else to go. And see, I knew exactly what it was gonna be. So he pulled him up on the roof when they got to the roof or whatever, and he looked at his phone and he realized it was Tommy who set him up, okay? I said the setup is bitch. All right, it's getting good. It's getting good. Okay, but something got to happen because y'all can't keep dragging this out. By next episode, it really has to go down, and then we got to move on to something else to close out the season. Okay, we got to move on to the aftermath to close out the series, I should say. But at this point, he sends a text to Tommy saying we need to meet at, the address of what it is from Jason's phone, okay? And then he sends a text to Prago, who is, I guess, Jason's daughter, whatever, and said that bitch Ghost set me up. Not Ghost, but Dre set me up, okay? So Ghost go back downstairs. He talking to the security guard. He didn't pay him off. He was like, you ain't never seen me. You looking for Dre. He this short, he this and that. Lead him up to the roof, okay? Fine. He gets outside and he calls Tommy and basically was like, why the fuck you played me? You set me up, bitch. You was supposed to put the gun in the elevator. He was like, bitch, you about to fucking die because you killed Lakeisha. Wait a minute, Lakeisha dead? Bitch, don't fucking act like you don't know. You know that you killed her. I didn't know shit, okay? I didn't do shit to you. He was like, basically, it's over, it's done with, At this point in time, Ghost go back to his club and Benny is there. Benny like, bitch, why the fuck you lied to me? You said some Unger dude was the one that's killed my cousin, but I looked into that bitch and that motherfucker was gone out of the country for the past month. So he couldn't kill him. Who was it? Okay? He was like, listen, that's who Proctor told me. Okay? He was like, no, come on, Ghost. You know exactly who it is. Sit your ass down and tell me. He was like, listen, let's take a drink and I'm gonna let you know some stuff. So, Proctor told me that this was this thing, whatever. I'm pretty sure that is. I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure it was Tommy Egan. Tommy Egan? Wait a fucking minute. Now, see, when I first met him, I had this vibe off of him that something wasn't right. But now, all of a sudden, you want to say that this is what it is? Like, he the one that killed my cousin? It was like, yeah, for the simple fact that he thought Proctor was about to testify against him. And you know that he wasn't going to tell me that Tommy was trying to kill him, was going to be the one that tried to kill him if that's who it was, okay? So, he lied to me. He lied to me. So it is what it is. And you put 2 plus 2 equals 4. And therefore, Tommy had to be the one to do it. But Tariq was the one who brought little Elsa Marie to my house. Yeah, he got her out of there. He ain't had nothing to do with it or whatever. But, yeah, Tommy the one that did that shit, okay? I said, oh, Lord, here we go. Now, Benny finna get involved in this shit. It's crazy, okay? At this point in time, we get Tasha and you got Tariq. Let me just tell y'all this. Even though I said what I said about Ghost being a hypocrite and all that stuff, that is true. And Tasha ain't shit. Let's not get it twisted. I can come for people and I can defend people when they need to, even though they ain't shit. Let's just get it 100% pure right here. Facts. Ghost nor Tasha are shit, okay? They are not winning any type of Parent of the Year awards anytime soon, okay? They might go down as the worst parents ever. Just about, okay? Just about at this point. Because you are conducting business and you got Tommy at your place and you got Tariq standing right there. They all in black like that episode of Martin when Martin was looking for that CD player and had everybody show up in black with the dog, you know what I'm saying? But you up here basically telling them, Ghost is the one that killed Lakeisha. He set me up. He set up the warehouse and all this stuff. And then here go Tasha. Lakeisha's dead? Wait a minute, you ain't even fuck with the bitch. I don't give a fuck. That still was my homegirl. We can go back or whatever. But damn, he killed Lakeisha? I said, you gotta be out your damn mind. I said, bitch, you better fucking act. Meanwhile, Tariq is standing there like this. Just like when Tasha can tell sometimes when Tariq be lying, Tariq saw right through that bullshit. He was just looking like, it was like this new ghost that's going on. I don't know what the fuck is up with him, but that bitch gotta die, okay? He out here doing this shit, and I'm pretty sure he the one that called in the feds on my warehouse. And then here go Tasha, y'all. He called in the feds on my daycare too, so we gotta kill that motherfucker. And he was like, listen, I'm not asking y'all. I'm telling y'all, okay? So Tariq, you cool with that? He was like, I'm cool, whatever. It is what it is. So when Tommy Lee, here you go, what happened to your arm, mama? It was like ghost happened to my arm, okay? Tommy was right. Ghost ain't the same, okay? And then at this point, he was like, so you know about Lakeisha being dead? It was like, listen, at this point, you know, Ghost, he used to not tell people anything, but I'm gonna have to be real with you. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Because that's all Ghost ever did. It was like, but why you ain't tell me? You ain't tell me. It was like, cause son, I had to fucking protect you. Cause she would have told everybody about us and she would have got us in trouble. My job is to protect this family. No, my job is to protect you, okay? That's what it is. And I'm sitting here like, boy, if y'all don't fucking calm down, he cussing and everything. That made me so uncomfortable because I would never, okay? Mm-mm. But they got this connection and she was like, I had to do it, okay? He was like, basically, you know, Ghost gotta go. That motherfucker gotta go. So it is what it is. I said, I don't know how this gonna turn out, y'all. I really don't. Child, Benny then came up there trying to confront Tommy, okay, bitch, about killing Proctor, whatever. He tried to kill Tommy and Tommy wound up killing him. And the whole time I'm thinking like, God damn. I said, Benny, you didn't think this out. Like, we was rooting for you and all that. You know, we thought you was going to be on the team or whatever, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no negative feelings about you because you ain't really do nothing or whatever. But now you put yourself in harm's way. Who is going to look after little Elsa Marie? Okay, mama gone, daddy gone, and now the uncle gone. God damn. Cousin Benny gone. God damn. Like, what the hell? Then you got Tate over there trying to roll up on Ghost, trying to make him seem like he's somebody or whatever. Like, let me tell you something. Tate should have got killed right then and there, okay? Because he came in there big talking like, you know, I know who you are, Ghost. You no longer needed on my campaign or whatever. I know that you a drug dealer and all that stuff. You go by the name Ghost and yada yada yada. He said, bitch, if I was really Ghost, Ghost probably would have killed your ass right about now. It was like, listen, you know I'm a high importance and stuff like that, so you wouldn't do no shit like that. He said, let me tell you something. If I was the person that you claim I am, I don't know where you got your information from, but if I was the person that you claim I am, I would have just made your ass disappear, okay? You wouldn't, if I was gonna kill your ass, you wouldn't have known when I was gonna kill your ass. It would have just happened. And let me tell you this, at the end of the day, you right about one thing, I'm done with your ass too. So you can get the fuck up out my place and you can see exactly what's gonna happen with my next move in the morning in the newspaper, okay? On the news, okay? Then here come Ramona. He come back to the campaign office and he was like, Ramona, you know, I'm ready to start our next move. She was like, baby, ain't no next move. I already started mine. I'm working with Loretta's campaign. Okay, that's what I'm on. And you gonna hear it out my mouth first, who she's announcing as her running mate. She don't have a running mate. Oh, yes, she do. It's James St. Patrick. I said the dumb look on his face. He was over it, all right? It was like, you lose, boo. Okay, you lose, boo. And then we get Blanca. She's going over there to talk to Sax. Sax is in this club or whatever, like little jazz club or something like that. And she was like, you know what? I understand that we've been through our things, but I actually get exactly why you did the things that you've done, okay? We need to get these people up off their strength, you know? Lakeisha's dead. Like, Lakeisha dead, Tommy the one that did it. No, he's not the one that did it. Like, you didn't see his eyes. Like, it wasn't shocked. It wasn't it was heartbreak in his eyes, okay? We really need to get them. And at this point, that was like, we're gonna have to go after Tasha because she the weakest link in this whole trio or whatever. Trying to get down to the bottom of who did it. They think that it's James that did it. They go over there to Tasha's house. Tasha was like, you here to serve another warrant to, you know, do whatever you got to do. It was like, we here to talk about Lakeisha. Oh, yes, you know, listen, I couldn't sleep ever since I heard about it. Like, it's such a shame. It was like, okay, we can cut the bullshit, the dancing around. Um, do you think James St. Patrick did it? Why would he need to do it? What did he have on Lakeisha? Well, Lakeisha was informing on him. They lying, okay? And was like, even if she was, there's no proof and all that stuff. So why would you even think that? Don't even make no sense. That's basically what Latasha said. I mean, Tasha said. And he was like, but let me tell you something. I can give you something else though. I'm pretty sure that he killed Terry Silver. I said bitch because they went down the road. They played her mind for a little bit. They was like, why you keep on taking up for this man that fucked you over all these times or whatever, treated you like shit. He wouldn't take up for your ass, would he? And they was just doing flashbacks throughout the whole series of all these different incidents and stuff. And I was just like, oh shit, no, Tasha, what are you about to do? I literally for a second thought that she was about to say that she was the one that did it. And I literally for a second also thought that she was about to flip it and say, no, he did it. Okay. But she won't Tommy to take him out. At this point, I really don't think that James gonna get taken out by anybody. I think James gonna go to jail. James gonna go to jail. And then, she was like, that's when she gave up the fact that no, he did kill Terry Silver. I ain't got no proof. Okay, ain't nobody, but I mean, if I was him and if I wanted to get rid of somebody, you can go to this LaGuardia Airport on level 1 or whatever, and you probably gonna have this little hidden car that's been sitting there, all this time. And I said, oh my God. And of course, they go to the car, and the car is dusty as shit, and it's unlocked. And I said, bitch, goddamn, they finna get James. What is going on? So basically, they popped the trunk to that car and then gonna leave the motherfucker unlocked. That was dumb, okay? That was dumb right there. And Terry was in the back of that trunk, decomposed like a motherfucker, okay? His phone in the car. They trying to find some evidence, and Blanca like since Ghosting did this so quick and it was unplanned, it got to be something that he missed, okay? But they couldn't find nothing. Mind you, I forgot to tell you that. Listen, so Dre, he in a pickle himself, okay, because he had to go over there to Sack's place trying to help him out because he was like Ghost tried to set his ass up. He went over there to Jason, you know what I'm saying? No, and earlier I said that he sent the text to Jason, Tommy to meet up with him at the place. No, that was Dre that he sent the text to. And this was all to set him up to make it seem like Dre was the one that killed him. A security guard that was on top of the roof saw Dre up there, and so he was running away because he noticed that Jason was dead. So he goes over there to Sachs trying to tell him, I need you to help me with this situation because Joe Ghost tried to set me up. He killed Jason and all this stuff. So at this point, he was like, he got a problem. We got to get him out of here and all this shit. I'm down. I can help you, whatever, if you help me. Okay, now you just said all of this, but then when you hear the fact that Sachs want to set and frame him by putting Terry's phone in his a hotel room or wherever the hell it is that he's staying at, you looking like, so you gonna frame him for murder and all this stuff? I said, bitch, you just came here over here trying to get help to get him out of here. So what? I know you not having second thoughts, but of course he did it. He put the phone up in there, whatever. He did what he had to do. And I thought he was gonna get caught because he was looking around a little bit too much. I said, get your ass up out the place, okay? But what else wound up happening? So Ghost is at the house. No, Ghost is at his club. Baby, the ending of this episode was something else, okay? Ghost was at the end of this club, at the club, drinking or whatever. Tariq came up in there, all right, and gave him his card back, I guess it was like a credit card. He was like, what's this? He was like, I don't need it no more. And he was like, listen, let me tell you something. This is going to be the last motherfucking time that you see me. And if you ever put your hands on mama, I'm going to beat your ass, okay? You better not ever touch her. He was like, son, don't you fucking talk to me in that tone. He was like, bitch, I'm not your son, okay? Don't ever. It was like, listen, I know what you over here doing. You over here doing this shit with your mama, whatever, and this is what you brought yourself down to. You better than that. You better than that. Your mama got you doing this. My mama ain't got me doing shit. Okay? This is me, Ghost. This is me. You lost me a long time ago, okay? And you too fucking blind to fucking see that shit, bitch. And he was like, listen, don't you ever take that tone with me. He was like, bitch, don't you ever put your hands on me, okay? What you gonna do? Put your gun to my face, whatever? You maybe do that. I said, boy, this too, it was a mess. He was like, I'm trying to give you the dream what I didn't do. You come up in the club that I got for you. He was like, my father told me, tried to get me out the street, but I wouldn't listen. And I'm trying to do the same for you, Tariq. You don't have to go this route. He was like, let me tell you something. Like I said, if you ever put your fucking hands on my mother, I will murder you myself. He was like, I am your father. He said, listen, Ghost, Don't ever get it twisted. You gave me life. That's true. But you was never my father. I said, damn. Damn. And see what makes this so maddening is I'm not on nobody's side because everybody is full of shit. But the stuff that they be saying to each other, reading each other, they telling the truth. Okay? And I'm just like, oh my God. This is the end of the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Y'all tell me, do y'all feel like Ghost is gonna be caught up? Okay, you think he going to jail? Or do you think Tommy gonna kill him? Which one it is? Y'all tell me how y'all feeling. I'll see y'all later. Peace.